Camille should have been the effortlessly chic French girl of Emily in Paris, but instead, the costume designers did her dirty. Today we're breaking down her best and worst outfits and figuring out what went so wrong. Emily in Paris is a show about fashion. Not just fashion, but let's be real, it's the backbone of the entire series. You don't come to the show for plot consistency or realistic workplace dynamics. You come for the outfits, the Parisian fantasy, and the idea that every woman in this universe, regardless of her profession, owns an extremely expensive wardrobe filled with designer pieces and accessories and looks put together. Except apparently Camille. The costume designers did Camille dirty, and not just in a "oh, they could have tried a little harder" way, more in a "did they actually hate her" kind of way. Let's talk about why Camille's wardrobe doesn't always hit the mark before diving into another tragedy, the way the writers completely fumble her character. Because as confused as her fashion choices became, the writers were even more lost when it came to Camille's character. Was she the best friend, the villain, the perfect French girlfriend, the cheating ex? They threw her into every possible role but never gave her an actual arc. So today we're breaking down exactly how Emily in Paris did Camille dirty, one fashion crime and writing fail at a time. Let's start with the worst offenders. First up we have the double denim disaster, a crop drop shoulder denim jacket, mid-wash jeans and a red t-shirt. It should be a cool throwback look, but the proportions are off. The black cowboy boots and Baker Boy hat, two strong accessories, but together a confused aesthetic mess. The whole outfit swallows her frame and makes her look boxy. Retro influences run deep in Camille's style, but this cropped Breton striped sweater layered underneath a very cropped white knit and 70s denim combo is an absolute miss. It should have been a cool Jane Birkin moment, but instead it drowns her body. The proportions are awkward and the fit does her no favors. Then there is this leather-on-leather catastrophe, a studded leather jumpsuit featuring an off-the-shoulder leather top and messy what-look hair? No. The bulky silhouette overwhelms her, making it seem like she's drowning in material. Camille seems to love oversized suiting, but this Valentino blazer look is pushing it. Paired with Roger Vivier loafers, it should have exuded effortless chic. Instead, it looks ill-fitted and stiff, like she grabbed her dad's coat before rushing out the door. This is hands down the worst Camille look of the series. The cropped suede jacket is so round and oversized it makes her look like a ball. The shorts are too short and the Roger Vivier biker boots feel disconnected from the rest of the outfit, just a disaster from top to bottom. The only good thing about this outfit is the Miu Miu bag, but that's not enough to save the look. Then we have this Christian Cohen white oversized floral shirt, which is just too big. Camille drowns in fabric and the proportions make her look lost. A missed opportunity, paired with the Kin & Kim black and white button blazer and the Giuseppe Di Morabito blue oversized cargo wide leg jeans. This outfit is interesting, but looks at least 2 sizes too big for Camille. Berets are a Camille staple and usually they work, but here, paired with a teal turquoise gingham double-breasted tailor jacket, it's giving French stereotype rather than effortless Parisian. Finally, the Jacquemus wedding dress. The off-the-shoulder simplicity is elegant, but for such a dramatic moment in the series, it felt underwhelming. Jacquemus doesn't actually market it as a wedding dress, and perhaps from a certain angle it makes some sense, given that the event was only meant to be an engagement party before the couple spontaneously decided to make it official that night. Marilyn Fitoussi, the costume designer behind Emily in Paris, justified Camille's wedding outfit in an interview. It was quite a challenge because when you are thinking about a wedding or an engagement party, you want to be over the top, you want to be spectacular. But with Camille, we wanted to do this in a very modern way. She works in an art gallery, so she couldn't look like a cupcake. I wanted to give poetry and delicacy because I knew she would cry, and in close-up, it looked wonderful. Still, the designers could have chosen an outfit that made Camille shine more for such an important moment. Now let's move on to Camille's best looks because when they get it right, she really looks incredible. Camille's debut outfit was effortlessly cool, an oversized black blazer, dark wash cuff jeans, and red cowboy boots. Simple but striking, the red boots add the perfect pop of color while maintaining a French chic aesthetic. This Saint Laurent dress has been worn by Gigi Hadid and Olivia Rodrigo, and Camille looks just as good in it. A little black dress is a wardrobe staple, but the daring cutout detail gives it personality. She styles it well with tights and later throws an oversized leather jacket for casual edge. So what's the problem? Nothing. Actually, this was a rare hit, but considering how many misses she had, it just makes me wonder, why couldn't we get more of this? Mixing patterns isn't easy, but Camille nailed it here. She paired a C by Chloe plaid A-line dress with a Zara semi-sheer polka dot puffed sleeve blouse. The coordinating V-necks make the layers blend seamlessly, and the Doc Martens boots add some edge and toughness to an otherwise soft outfit. Later in the episode, we see her pairing this dress with a super cool Acne Studios leather biker jacket. Juxtaposition seems to be a staple of Camille's style, and she looked like the ultimate cool girl with jeans, a simple white shirt, and the same Acne Studios leather jacket. Camille gets avant-garde with his Balmain military jacket and Patou white leg trousers. It's minimal, monochrome, and styled with confidence and an edge. The boxy white double-breasted jacket has black trim around the center front and hem. It's military style in design, with the black horizontal paneling on the front with gold buttons attached and black paneling on the sleeves too. The woven Patou bucket bag and Nike butterfly sunglasses complete the power dressing moment. Arguably Camille's best look, the Cabernet white and grey speckled tweed two-piece is a modern take on classic tweed. The covered high-low skirt keeps it fresh, and the boots add an edge. She styles the outfit with a white handbag, also by Coperni, memorable and stylish. Next we have one of Camille's coolest looks, a graffiti print Balmain jacket, Celine jeans, oversized LGR Irisap full style sunglasses, and a Louis Vuitton AB Wild at Heart bag, a statement outfit done right. If you were to Google what a French woman looks like for someone who hasn't been to France, this is the outfit you'd likely pull together from the results. From the overalls to the loose white blouse and classic beret, I love everything about this outfit, even though she channels a French painter from another era or a page boy delivering newspapers in the early 1900s. Camille rarely wears color, but this Jacquemus lime green crepe double-breasted blazer is an absolute win. The braided hairstyle makes it modern and fresh. More like this, please. In this outfit, Camille gives off serious Star Trek vibes, like a mysterious being from a distant planet visiting the ship's crew. Her hair falling in Hollywood waves looks fantastic, and even the dark makeup suits her perfectly. But the standout feature is this bold, jagged edge silver bow across her chest. It's hard to ignore and definitely draws attention. I just hope the lining is soft. Camille in Schiaparelli is everything. Schiaparelli is known for its bold and sometimes surrealist designs, which aligns with Camille's character as a stylish and confident Parisian woman. The crop blazer with gold ear-shaped buttons, a staple of Schiaparelli, and bold structured skirt scream high fashion. It's her most polished aesthetic. A full Celine leopard print look, iconic. The jacket, miniskirt, and black Triomphe bag make a statement while still feeling chic. Finally, Camille's Frankie Shop white double-breasted coat and Maison Margiela mini bag. It's very current, very modern. Some might hate it, but to me it's understated luxury at its best. Now that we've dissected Camille's wardrobe crimes and triumphs, let's talk about the real injustice, her character arc. Camille starts off as one of the most promising characters. She's effortlessly cool when the costume department allows it, friendly, and actually seems like someone you'd want to hang out with. A breath of fresh air compared to Emily's Emiliness. Then of course there's Gabrielle. Camille is positioned as the cool French girlfriend, but instead of making her a fully realized character, the writers just use her as an obstacle in Emily's love life. Look, I get it, it's a rom-com, but Camille deserves more than just existing to be cheated on. She went from a cool Parisian it girl to a chaotic plot device. One minute she's besties with Emily again, the next she's scheming. Then she's suddenly in an open relationship, and then pregnant, but cheating on Gabrielle, but then breaking up with him. It's like they were throwing plot points at a wall to see what stuck. And let's not forget about the wedding. This whole moment was peak soap opera. It was dramatic, it was messy, and then what? First, they make her randomly cheat on Gabrielle after dragging out the love triangle for 2 seasons. Then they throw in a pregnancy plotline that comes out of nowhere and serves no real purpose. After which Camille just disappears into the background for the rest of the season. What was the point? Camille started off as one of the most interesting characters in Emily in Paris, but instead of giving her an arc, the writers turned her into a narrative dumping ground, shifting her from best friend to villain to side character without actually developing her. At the end of the day, Camille deserved better fashion, better writing, better everything. She started as the epitome of Parisian cool. She ended up as an afterthought. Instead of evolving, her character devolved both in her wardrobe and in her storyline. So what do you think? Did Emily in Paris completely waste Camille? Did the costume team have it out for Camille in later seasons? Are her outfits supposed to make us think poorly of her because we have to all be forced onto Team Emily? Or is her style evolving and becoming edgier, darker, more monochrome and gothic, as the life she thought she'd have, being married to Gabrielle, being with Sophia, having a baby, seems to unravel? Let's discuss in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to watch my video about Sophie's best fashion moments. Also, help me make more content like this by subscribing to my channel. Until next time, stay safe and stay chic.